Why do all the planets orbit in the same direction? If you've ever looked at a model of the solar system, you've probably noticed that all the planets orbit in the same direction. But why? Let's find the answer. Why do planets orbit the Sun? The Sun's gravity holds the planets in orbit around it, just as the Earth's gravity keeps the Moon and satellites in orbit around it. The Sun's gravity is powerful compared to other objects, which keeps the planets in their orbits. A body's mass determines its gravitational pull. The Sun, with its enormous mass and powerful gravity, causes the planets it orbits to circle it as it revolves. Therefore, gravity is the reason why the planets orbit the Sun. The fact that the planets are traveling at a specific speed that allows them to orbit the Sun, rather than spiraling into it or whirling away into space, is not a coincidence or evidence of divine intervention. Instead, it dates back to when the solar system was just a spinning, molecular cloud of gas and dust, as previously stated. Whatever was rotating slowly in the cloud of dust became part of the Sun. At the same time, anything that turned too quickly went into outer space. Everything else remained in orbit around the Sun, gradually becoming the planets. How many planets orbit the Sun in the same direction as the Earth? All planets revolve around the Sun in the same direction as the Earth. The solar system's 8 planets orbit the Sun in the opposite direction of the Sun's spin, or counterclockwise when viewed from above the Sun's north pole. 6 of the planets rotate in the same direction around their axes. Venus and Uranus are the exceptions, planets orbiting with retrograde rotation. Researchers found that these discrepancies were caused by collisions later when both planets formed. Why do all the planets orbit in the same direction? A large, revolving cloud of gas and dust, called the solar nebula, is widely believed to have generated the solar system. Even though it was only composed of dust and gas molecules, that cloud grew so large that it began to collapse and contract under the weight of its bulk. As gravity condensed this cloud, angular momentum conservation caused a rise in rotational speed, flattening the cloud like a spinning disk. Angular momentum is a law of physics that states that things rotate faster as they shrink in size. That is precisely what happened to the very first solar system. The Sun was formed by the gravitational attraction of most of the material. Asteroids, comets, moons, and planets form from planetesimals, once asteroid-sized particles that hung and stuck together within the disk. The planets that originated within this disk of material all ended up orbiting the Sun in the same direction, almost precisely on the same plane, and with the same spin direction, which is consistent with the theory. It holds for all planets apart from Venus and Uranus, which were probably hit by other bodies, altering their spin. The mysteries of the universe are endless. Although science has discovered many of them, the great extent of the universe is such that this feat is not easy to achieve. The sheer brilliance with which everything follows an order in the universe is mind-blowing. Next time you look at the night sky, don't fail to admire the colossal work going on up there.